Semantic search can make your RAG system look smarter, right up to the moment it gives the wrong answer with total confidence.
That is the trap. Semantic search is great at finding similar meaning, but production systems often need more than similarity. They need exactness, boundaries, and the right kind of evidence.
So this is not really a story about embeddings being bad. It is about where they break and who pays for it.
Exactly. If you build RAG, semantic search fails in a few predictable ways. It overgeneralizes meaning, misses rare terms, blurs opposites, and retrieves text that sounds related but is useless for the actual question.
Overgeneralizes meaning sounds harmless until you ship it. What does that actually look like?
Picture a user asking, "How do I rotate API keys without downtime?" Your index pulls chunks about authentication, key storage, and account security. They are semantically related, but the winning document does not mention rotation order, grace periods, or dual key rollout. It is close in meaning and wrong in practice.
So the system retrieves vibes instead of procedure.
Right. Embeddings compress language into neighborhoods. That helps with paraphrase, but compression throws away detail. The model hears API keys, security, access control, and says, "Same neighborhood. Your user needed a specific playbook."
And that is where teams get fooled, because the answer feels coherent.
Coherence is the dangerous part. Semantic retrieval can produce context that is fluent, adjacent, and still not the controlling fact. In regulated, operational, or debugging settings, adjacent is failure.
Give me another failure mode. One programmers hit all the time.
Identifiers, error codes, function names, table names, flags, version numbers, product SKUs. Semantic search is often weak on those because meaning is sparse and the exact token matters more than the concept.
Like searching for ERR con reset versus general network failures.
Yes, if a developer asks about error P2025, they do not want a broad essay on database write failures. They want the chunk with P2025, the ORM behavior, and the exact conditions that trigger it. BM25 or hybrid retrieval often wins because it respects the literal string.
So, keyword matching still matters, not as a fallback from the old days, but as a strategic tool.
Absolutely. Keyword search protects precision. It catches acronyms, negations, exact phrases, code symbols, and rare domain language that embeddings may smooth over. If your corpus includes docs, tickets, logs, and code, exact match is not optional.
Negations are a nasty one. Similar meaning can flatten the difference between do X and do not do X.
That is a real failure. Semantic models often place related statements near each other, even when the direction flips. For retrieval, that can surface a deprecated guide, a warning, or a prohibited action when the user needed the current approved path.
Which means the system is not just less accurate, it can reverse policy.
Exactly. Imagine an internal support bot for cloud operations. An engineer asks, "Can I delete a replica before promoting it?" Semantic search retrieves a disaster recovery doc because it shares terms like replica, failover, and promotion. But one sentence says, "Never delete before state sync completes." Miss that line, and you create downtime.
That is the power shift in retrieval. The chunk that gets pulled into context becomes the evidence the model treats as truth.
Yes, retrieval is upstream of generation. If retrieval is sloppy, generation becomes confidently constrained by the wrong material. The winner is the document that entered context, not the document that was actually right.
So, how should builders think about this without turning every system into a giant bag of heuristics?
Use semantic search for recall, not for unchecked authority. Then add filters for exact tokens, metadata, recency, and document type. Re-rank for the task. A troubleshooting query should not be ranked the same way as a conceptual "how does it work" query.
That sounds obvious, but a lot of teams treat one retriever as universal.
And that is expensive. One-size retrieval hides failure until users ask narrow, high-stakes questions. Think legal clauses, migration steps, config keys, or contradictory docs across versions. Broad semantic similarity is weakest exactly where precision matters most.
Let us make it concrete. If I run a RAG assistant over product docs and support tickets, what query should scare me?
Ask, does version 2.3 support offline token refresh on iOS? That query mixes platform, version, and a feature phrase. Pure semantic search may bring token refresh docs from Android, general mobile auth guidance, or the latest version notes. A hybrid pipeline can insist on 2.3, iOS, and offline token refresh appearing together. Then use semantic ranking inside that narrowed set.
So, the move is not semantic versus keyword. It is knowing which questions are about meaning and which are about exact evidence.
That is the key distinction. Semantic search is strong when the user is exploring ideas, synonyms, or paraphrases. It fails when the answer hinges on exact identifiers, exclusions, ordering, scope, or versioned facts.
And if you ignore that, you do not get a smarter assistant. You get an assistant that sounds smart while erasing the details your users needed.
Semantic search fails when meaning gets treated as a substitute for evidence. In RAG, the systems that win are not the ones that sound the smartest. They're the ones that retrieve what must be true.